What if I told you the legendary Kraken, that terrifying sea monster from ancient myths, might just be a giant squid? Or that the fabled unicorn could actually be a narwhal with a very prominent tusk? Prepare to have your mind blown as we dive into the incredible real-life animals that inspired some of the most enduring mythical creatures. Number 10. The Griffin. Our journey begins in ancient Scythia, where Greek historians told of a fierce beast with the body of a lion and the head of an eagle. These powerful griffins were said to guard vast deposits of gold in the mountains. For centuries, it was pure myth, but the real treasure they were guarding might have been their own bones. The gold-rich regions of the Gobi Desert are littered with the fossils of Protoceratops, a beaked, four-legged dinosaur whose skeleton could easily be interpreted by ancient miners as a fearsome, bird-like quadruped.
Subscribe, like, and hit the hype button to play our biggest game ever.
Find the hidden logos in this video. Count them up, enter your number on our website for a chance to win one of our 5 rewards of $5 each.
Number 9. The Cyclops. Homer's Odyssey tells of the fearsome Cyclops, a giant with a single massive eye in the center of its forehead. For the ancient Greeks, discovering a huge skull on a remote island with one large central hole was proof of these monsters. But they weren't looking at a human skull. They were looking at the fossilized skull of an extinct dwarf elephant. The large opening in the middle wasn't an eye socket. It was the nasal cavity for the elephant's trunk. Number 8. Sea serpents. For as long as we have sailed, there have been tales of colossal serpents ruling the waves. These stories, found in cultures worldwide, often describe a long, horse-headed creature with multiple humps moving through the water. While many sightings are hoaxes, some may be encounters with a real and truly bizarre animal. The oarfish. As the world's longest bony fish, this deep-sea creature can reach incredible lengths, and when sick or dying, it surfaces, its strange appearance and undulating movement easily mistaken for a mythical beast by terrified sailors. Number 7. Mermaids. Tales of beautiful, fish-tailed women have captivated sailors for millennia. Christopher Columbus himself reported seeing them in the Caribbean, noting they were not as beautiful as they are painted. The likely source of these sightings? The gentle, slow-moving manatee. To a lonely, weary sailor who had been at sea for months, the distant sight of these aquatic mammals, with their vaguely humanoid faces and ability to turn their heads, could easily be mistaken through a haze of wishful thinking for the mythical maids of the sea. Number 6. The jackalope. A staple of American tall tales, the jackalope is a mischievous rabbit with the antlers of a deer. For decades, it was seen as pure whimsy, a taxidermist's joke. But this myth has a shockingly real and grotesque origin. Rabbits can be infected by the shop papillomavirus, a disease that causes keratinous carcinomas, hard, horn-like tumors, to grow on their heads. These unfortunate real-life creatures were the direct and startling inspiration for a legendary trickster. Number 5. The Roc. In the tales of Sinbad the Sailor, no beast was more magnificent than the Roc, a bird so vast it could carry an elephant in its talons. For centuries, this was a legend of impossible scale, but the story may have been born from fragmented accounts of a real giant bird and its even more impressive eggs. The now extinct elephant bird of Madagascar was the heaviest bird in history. While it was flightless, sailors who found its colossal, football-sized eggs could have easily imagined a flying bird large enough to have laid them. Number 4. The Aspidocalone. Medieval bestiaries described a sea monster of immense size, the Aspidocalone, whose back was so vast and ancient it was covered with sand and trees, like a living island. Sailors would land on its back to make camp, only for the beast to awaken and dive, taking them to their doom. This legend of a treacherous island was likely born from encounters with the real giants of the ocean, large, slow-moving whales, whose massive, barnacle-encrusted backs could appear as a rocky shore to a weary crew. Number 3. The Kraken, the most feared monster of the northern seas. Legends from Scandinavia told of a cephalopod so vast it could pull the largest ships to their doom with its mighty tentacles. For centuries, this was dismissed as fantasy until science proved them partly right. In the deep ocean lives a real monster, the giant squid. While not the size of an island, it is a true titan, reaching lengths of over 40 feet. An encounter with this real-life leviathan during a violent storm could easily be exaggerated into the ship-sinking legend of the Kraken. Number 2. The unicorn, the symbol of purity, magic, and enchantment. For centuries, the spiraled horn of the unicorn, known as an alicorn, was one of the most prized and valuable treasures in the world, believed to neutralize poison. These unicorn horns were very real, but they did not come from a horse. They were the tusks of the narwhal, the unicorn of the sea. Viking traders would hunt these Arctic whales and sell the tusks for incredible sums, fueling one of the most beautiful and enduring myths in history. And number 1, dragons, the most powerful and universal monster in all of mythology. For thousands of years, cultures across the globe that had no contact with one another all told stories of giant, reptilian beasts. What could inspire such a universal myth? One of the most compelling theories is the discovery of dinosaur fossils. Imagine an ancient Chinese farmer or a medieval European peasant unearthing a colossal femur or a terrifying toothy skull. With no concept of evolution or deep time, what else could these be but the bones of a great and terrible dragon? Behind every monster, there is a kernel of truth, a misidentified animal, a misunderstood fossil, or a deep-seated human fear. These myths are not just fantasy. They are the result of our ancestors trying to make sense of a world that was vast, mysterious, and filled with wonders they couldn't explain. They are a testament to the power of nature and the enduring creativity of the human imagination. Thank you for joining us on this journey to unmask the monsters. If this exploration amazed you, let the algorithm know. Consider subscribing and activating notifications to join all our future expeditions. We'll see you then.
Congratulations! You found the code! That was awesome, dude!